Hey, so I wanted to do sort of like an everyday guide to what I do on my account every day, since a lot of people are kind of new to the game and don't really know how to spend their stamina. I've been wanting to do these little sort of guides here and there, like I wanted to do a story guide, a PvP guide eventually. I just kind of never got around to doing it because they're all kind of very subjective, like PvP. Um, I don't know. I just kind of didn't want to go over through everything, especially because like it's still pretty early on, and like we don't even have these second coins in the game yet. And I'm not really a top tier player. Like I'd probably like to show some more matches. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy. But with story, I know I didn't want to do it because there's a lot of missions that people get stuck on. So I was debating on whether doing like mission guides, because I know a lot of people get stuck here during this mission or during this phase, when really you just have to complete this one and complete this one, and then you'll get access to the main one. So that's like a small guide, I guess, if you didn't know that. But I guess mainly we'll just generalize it into what I do daily. So starting off, I'm pretty not old or not new to the game. I'm like a somewhat of a veteran. The game hasn't been out too long, so it's hard to call anyone really a veteran. But what I do basically every day is I do these top three. If you're a newer player, I wish I can open that up. Once you complete the three, you're not able to open them up, so I can show them. But basically, this is how it looks. But if you're a newer player, this one, this EXP dungeon at the top here, and then this one at the very top, they're both separate, so you have to unlock these daily ones separately. So you get 3 tries a day, so you're going to be unlocking 3 stages every day. You basically just keep going on stages until you can't beat them anymore, and then you complete the rest of your tries on that hardest stage that you can beat. And then once you beat it all, you just do the hardest mode. I do these every day because they give more drops than the normal ones, and the normal ones give such a significant amount less. Like I've done tests. The first time I did an EXP up video, when we had that special campaign that has a little green arrow next to it that indicates when something's being boosted or rate up. I did a video testing both drops, and it is super worth to be farming these every day. Like let's say you have 14k stamina, you're not better off doing this overnight with that stamina. You're better off literally just spending all that stamina one day at a time doing these. Like mathematically, like you're just not getting your worth out. Like yeah, if you want to rush your account, it's an okay way to do things. If I were you, I'd probably do it on the gold dungeon, because gold, it never gets never gets old. Like you still need so much gold in this game, it's kind of insane. And there's no special daily dungeon for gold, so this is the only way you're obtaining it, so you're not really getting scammed. Unlike here and here and here, like you're getting severely scammed because these drops are just so much better. So yeah, you should make sure you do these every day. Then we have tower. This is a weekly thing. Do this tower every day, or every week I should say. Really solid rewards, you get that weekly. This is a new thing you should be doing every day. I actually haven't done it yet. I've actually been forgetting a lot about this. I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of just given up on Labyrinth because it's way too hard right now. I'm kind of stuck. I want to do videos on the Labyrinth, I want to do videos on the Rhine, but I can't really do any at the current moment in my power level, so I'm just saving that for a rainy day. If you guys have been wondering where those videos are, it's because I can't do them. Then we have special dungeons. These are come and go. These might be here tomorrow, these might not be here the next time you watch this video. Who knows? So these are very subjective, but one thing that never leave are starting from Subaru and below. These have been here ever since I've been playing the game. These are characters that are pullable, but I recommend farming them, all of them, except for these 2 stars right here. Do not farm the 2 stars, because you can pull these super easily through summoning, and you can gold them from there, so you're just wasting stamina at this point. I really don't recommend spending stamina on these 2-star dungeons, only to complete every stage once for these Subaru coins, and that's it. So make sure you don't do those every day. But Ram, Puck, and Subaru, all great free units to have. I would probably recommend farming Subaru and Ram first. Especially if you're a newer player, I would recommend farming at least 2 units every day if you can. Try spending 2 stamina. Everything that I'm listing, you should be able to do in 1 day. Hopefully. It's been a while since I've had that little stamina, but I'm pretty sure I was able to min-max my stamina pretty well. It takes about 90 per these, so I think that's like 3 of your resets, so then you should be able to do the rest here. Sometimes with subjugation events we would have gotten a new character dungeon by now, but this subjugation didn't give us a new character, so there's not going to be another dungeon. They might return, but I think they would have by now. Like Hetero would have returned, Felix would have returned, like these free-to-play characters. One thing that I did not forget mention was actually from Krush all the way up, these are free-to-play characters from previous events, and whenever they first drop their dungeon, they give like a special daily mission where to give you 50 stamina and then 100 stamina. Unfortunately, we didn't get a new character because I guess they stopped giving us free characters. I don't know how they're going to do it anymore. They've changed up the system completely, so maybe it might be obvious as time goes on how the system is going to work, but this is the first event that they haven't given us a character, so we'll have to see what they do. But yeah, so these are all from previous events, and you basically just farm them over the time. They're always going to be here. You need 200 of their shards, and then 500 to get them gold. I've gotten most of these units gold, actually. I have a lot of stamina. Every level is going to give you like a little bit more stamina. I don't think it's every level, but eventually you'll get 1 stamina, like every other level or something like that. And that's how you build your stamina, so it becomes a lot easier to grind later on. But I would, again, focus on 2 units at a time. Mainly my pick, personally, would be Ram, because she's actually really great. She's probably one of the best free-to-play units out there. She's just given to you when you start an account. And Subaru as well, because he's a great leader. He gives all of your allies attack 30% up on every event, so that's a really solid leader skill. A lot of other units do that now, so if you like reroll and you know what your characters are doing, you know they have a similar leader skill to Subaru, maybe you can hold off on using him, although he is used in a lot of content because he has a great taunt on his basic. So taunt actually becomes very useful, especially when you're only restricted to Subaru or only a camp unit, so he's pretty good for certain content. All of these units, you definitely want gold. It takes some time. You know, you're obviously getting like 2 to 4 like a run, and you have 3 runs per day, so it does take some time. But it's been 6 months since I started. I'm pretty much farmed every single unit there gold. So I have my Ram gold, I have my Subaru gold, my Puck, my Ram, my free-to-play units. I have what's her name? I forgot her name. Felix, Krush, Priscilla, Petra. You know, it does take some time, but you have to like just prioritize and focus on who you're farming. I wouldn't recommend trying to farm every single one at the same time, because then it's just gonna be very slow. Like maybe you want to try and go for 1 copy of everyone if that's what you like, but I would just recommend probably just getting 2 characters at a time maxed, and then once you get to my level with some more stamina, probably 3 at a time. Right now I'm currently doing these 3 because I saved them for last. I currently have every single person here gold except for Roz, Amelia, and Wilhelm, so these are the ones that I'm working on. And then obviously the gold dungeon, this is a special event. This won't last too long, unfortunately, but this makes sure to be farming stuff that have SP, just means special. They're like special varieties or variants of the dungeons that are currently out. These are limited time most of the time once they're in this tab. If you see an SP in this tab, that means they're limited time, but these are just the daily ones. These were always going to be here as far as I'm aware, but these go away. Like sometimes you'll see this coin one, sometimes you'll see materials that you get from this stamina over here, and there's some other ones I think that I'm just forgetting. But these are always very nice. This is basically double the reward if you're doing the last stage. This is double the reward of the last stage on the normal coin dungeon, so that's pretty good. Make sure to at least try and do that too as well. How to balance story, it is really up to you. I know a lot of people like to save story for a rainy day when they need gems. I kind of just like doing it and getting it out of the way. Then I'll just have the gems in my account and just save. But if you don't think you're strong enough to save, I guess you can just put it off for a while. Not every story has hard mode, so I believe it cuts off here. Yeah. So I think I've done this already. So yeah, you can just take your time with story. Although there are cutting points where you need to do this story or else you're not able to progress in the other one. You get 3 of these stamina every day. I would recommend using them. If you finish completely with the story like me, I like to use this stage. This stage was given to me by one of the members on the Discord. Shout out to him. I just use it and I get basically all the materials that I need, and I even use, I can't show, but I use bonus units with the bonus memories. Then for PvP, you know, you have three, I think you have to do 3 matches to complete all your dailies, so make sure you're doing at least 3 matches. If you don't want to fight an actual team, you can just come here, and there are these bots here that you can fight. They go up in ranks by 10 levels, so 20, 30, 40, and then they go up in rewards by coins, 1, 2, and 3 coins. I think normal matches give you 5 coins, so this isn't too big of a deal. But I'd probably still recommend doing normal matches. And then obviously the PvP shop, I come here every day. And I'm trying to currently max out Betty, so I need about 130 more after this one. And then Felix as well. I'm doing 2 characters at a time, and even that's pretty expensive for me. So for you, I would definitely recommend probably just 1 character at a time here, if you're just starting out. But if you're able to handle it, 2 characters should be fine. And I think that's it for the dailies. That's kind of my daily routine. And then obviously I have alarms set on my phone for whenever these reset, so I just spend all my stamina and then I collect it again. And then these are other ones you'll get over time, like do some crystal quest, do some material quest, do some EXP quest, stuff like that. And then sometimes we'll have limited dailies, like again the free characters give that 150 stamina whenever they get their own dungeon, but again, we didn't get a free character with this event. This is called a subjugation event. Usually we get a free character along with the free memory that we have in this one. Yeah, but we did not get a free character, so it is unfortunate. And I guess whenever this event is around, I think it's, I've been saying 3, but I think only 1 completion of this will allow you to get the crystal activated. So you just make sure you do this crystal daily. That gives bonus points towards your, it gives bonus medallions, so you can buy bonus stuff in the shop. So make sure you're doing that every day at least once. It resets daily. It'll give you bonus of these, so you can just roll here. So make sure you do that every day. I guess I can talk about this, which is down here. You can actually purchase SP hammers that now reset daily. This is pretty good, but I'd probably recommend finishing Ryan first before buying these, although I buy them a lot. And then of course the free daily summon, don't forget to do that, it's always here. And then there's usually free dailies on certain banners, but we haven't gotten it in a while, so I'm thinking they kind of stopped with that, which is really unfortunate because it was really a great thing about this game. Just another thing that they've messed up lately. Lately they've been tanking the game. It seems like it's becoming more pay to win. Maybe the game's dying. Probably is, but it is what it is. So that's basically my daily routine. I just wanted to walk everyone through it just in case you're having trouble. Also, if you want to know who to go for here, you should have everyone here you know, up eventually. Like I said, Subaru and Ram are great options, but if you want to know which free-to-play characters to go for, you probably want Priscilla, Felt, and I'm thinking maybe Wilhelm, because I've seen him a little bit more than I see the others. I basically never see these other characters being played. Maybe a few Petras here and there. Maybe Krush could be really good if you don't have a lot of Krush units, because there's not a lot of Krush units, plus one of the Krushes is like one of the worst units in the game, so having a replacement with her is really nice. So I'd say Krush, Priscilla, Wilhelm, and Felt are probably what you want to start off with, being free to play. If you want to know 2 over the 4, I'd probably say Felt and Priscilla, just because this Felt's pretty solid as a support for your team. She's very tanky. She makes your team very tanky. She gives you defense up. And then Priscilla, because there's only like 2 or 3 Priscilla units in the game that are 3-star, and I think she's one of them. So yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. So you probably want her. So yeah, that's just gonna do it for the video. I just wanted again to show you my routine, because I saw some people asking, and it's been a commonly asked question like for a while now, so I just wanted to get it out there. And yep, hope you enjoyed the video, hope it helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one.